But I know, just talking to a couple of my friends and hearing from people on social media, we have ups and downs, and this is kind of a heavy situation that we're in, and dealing with it mentally is it could be heavy, right? And I think a way to think about it is kind of realizing how small we really are, like as humans in our life in the grand scheme of like existence. Like this is such a little blip in everything, right? So there's this huge narrative, and we're actually in the middle of somebody else's story, right? So we came into this world in the middle of someone else's story, and that person came into the world in the middle of someone else's story, and continues, right? So we are very tiny in this narrative of life that has gone on before us and that will go on after us. And I think just accepting that and knowing that this is where we're meant to be right now, like this is home, this is our life, like this is okay. We are right here in this moment. Whatever is going on in the world, this is our home, right? So I think a way to think about it is that we're not stuck here in this situation right now, but it is where we're meant to be, and just trust that this is where we're meant to be and this is what's meant to be happening. And then it's important to just work from it, right? So, how can you get better now? What can you do that you didn't have time to do before quarantine? So accepting the space and the world that we're in and working with it instead of kind of fighting against it is an interesting and I think good way to look at it. And again, another goal of meditation is being in the moment, whether that's the moment right here or that's the moment where our life is right now in the grand scheme of existence. So it's a very small way to look at it and a very big way to work at it. But just accepting that and, like I said, working with it. So instead of fighting with it, working with that. We're going to work with our breath today. So if you see down there, I have 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. So we're going to, hey, Linz. We're going to breathe in for a count of 1, 2, 3, and we're going to breathe out for 3, 2, 1. And I'll instruct you guys through that. We'll sit for a couple minutes, and then you'll hear the bells like you guys are used to at this point. So we will start seated, though. I can't talk today. In a seated position. Again, prop yourself up on a pillow. Maybe by now you guys have like your pillow and your spot, and you're creating that ritual, which is really important. So if you are doing these, even maybe once or twice a week, try to go to the same space, same spot in your house, sit on the same pillow, create those habits, and then once your body's in that space, it will know that, okay, now we're going to meditate, now we're going to relax. Okay, take a couple seconds, shift your body kind of forward and back and left to right until you find yourself nice and evenly placed, sitting up nice and tall. Let the shoulders fall away from the ears. Keep a soft bend to the elbow and place the palms on the thighs. You can place the palms up if you feel like you need to energize a little bit from this meditation, or you can keep the palms facing down if you feel like you need a little bit more grounding or even letting go. And you can have one palm up and one palm down if you feel like you're right in the middle. Starting to draw attention to your breath and attention to your seat. Realizing that we are placed even right here in the middle of this huge existence. But none of that matters right now. All that matters is our seat and our breath and our thoughts. Take the bottom jaw from left to right a couple times. Just shift it side to side. And then relax it right in the middle. Letting the tongue rest a little heavier. Letting the eyes feel a little heavier. And although you're sitting tall and light, feel grounded through the sit bones and the hips and the legs. Now start to draw in a deeper inhale. followed by a longer exhale. Notice any changes in the ribs and the belly as you take in a deeper breath. Noticing how the breath fills the body. And in the beginning of your next inhale, in your mind, counting to 1, fill up a little further to 2, and fill up all the way to 3. And then exhale just the opposite, exhaling 3, empty out a little more, 2, and then empty out completely, 1. Good, continue with that, breathing in 1, 2, 3, exhale 3, 2, 1. Empty out of the bottom. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, filling up. Exhale 3, 2, 1, emptying out. Breathing in 1, 2, 3, fill up with breath, and slowly exhale 3, 2, 1. And then continue the count in your own mind with your breath. And you can take that count quicker or slower, preferably slower than me. And with each number, you're breathing in a little further or breathing out a little more. So let your inhales follow the count of 1, 2, 3. And let your exhales follow the count of 3, 2, 1. Good, continue here. Keeping the count slow. Notice the air as it fills the lungs and fills the body. All you need right now is the simple counting from 1 to 3 and 3 to 1. And if you notice you've lost track, just start again from the beginning. Allowing any other thoughts to leave the mind. to its natural rhythm, letting go of the counting. As you bring your attention and your awareness back to the room, you can slowly blink your eyes open whenever you're ready. And thank you guys for sitting with me on this Tuesday evening. Thank you.